Hey there friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing my WWE 2018 Money in the Bank pay-per-view predictions. Wow, that was a mouthful. Today is Sunday the 17th. This evening is Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And I'm really excited. Money in the Bank is like one of my absolute favourites of the year, and the card is looking really interesting this time. I'm loving the co-branded element of it, and that we're seeing sort of, especially in the Money in the Bank match, you know, people that we don't normally see face each other because they're on different shows. So I'm going to be doing, as always, my predictions for Money in the Bank and who I think is going to win every match. Keep looking down, it's because I've got a card screenshotted on my phone, but I'm going to try not to. So the first match is the match that I am most excited for, and that is the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So there's 4 women from Raw, 4 women from SmackDown. The Raw women are Ember Moon, Sasha Banks, Natalya and Alexa Bliss, and the women from SmackDown are Lana, Charlotte, Becky Lynch and Naomi. I think this is a really interesting match, as like in the last sort of 6 months they've really massively introduced a whole new range of female superstars and female talent. So I'll be good like 7 or 8 new people, and the only one of those that has made it into this ladder match is Ember Moon, and everybody else is kind of an old school, more veteran person that's been around for at least like 2 or 3 years, which I think is a really interesting play. I really want Becky Lynch to win this match. I absolutely love Becky Lynch. I think she deserves it. She's been like, I think, you know, she was the first woman drafted to SmackDown Live. She's, I think, like 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, and I think she's ready for like another run. I think Becky Lynch is like the people's favourite on SmackDown. I love her. I think everybody else loves her. I really want her to win. However, part of me thinks that there could be a massive upset and Lana could win. Lana kind of, I feel like, is either going to be there for 2 roles. One, she's filling a spot so that it can be so that one of the other contenders can win. Is not, you know, Lana's not someone who is seen as very like offensive or as much of a sort of contender. So I think she's either there just to fill a space, so it wasn't taken by someone like Sonya Deville, who actually could have been in the running, or there is going to be the biggest upset and she is going to win. I'd kind of love it if she did win, just because it'd be so like left field fantastic. And I think Lana and Rusev and Aiden English are getting a lot of attention, a lot of love at the moment, so it would spur that on even more. But my pick is Becky Lynch, just because I love Becky so much. Part of me doesn't think she's going to win, but I really want her to, and I'm crossing my fingers that she does. The second match for Money in the Bank is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and for Raw there is Braun Strowman, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens and Finn Balor, and for SmackDown it's The Miz, The Miz, Rusev, Samoa Joe, and then a member of the New Day. Honestly, this one I think could go a lot of ways. I kind of think, obviously, for like a couple of years now they've been building up to a Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman sort of feud, and I think Braun Strowman is probably one of the only people that could legitimately take out Brock Lesnar without it seeming like, you know, he could genuinely do it and it kind of would feel like the right thing. And everyone, you know, all WWE fans are just peed off now because Brock Lesnar is, I think he's just got a like historic thing that he's, you know, had the title for over 400 days, and that's like the most that anyone has had a WWE championship or a world title in like 30 years. And all the fans are really annoyed because he's not really defending. I think he's defended like 3 times since he's won it, and I think Braun Strowman would be the perfect person to win from Raw, to go up against him and win it, and kind of have a universal champion that is a fighting champion rather than just one that just sits on the back bench. So I think from that perspective, I think Braun Strowman definitely would be fantastic, and it would lead to some amazing Braun-Brock matches for Braun to win and really kind of basically get rid of Brock Lesnar. Now, I know WWE don't want to, but I kind of think that would be, you know, it's a good way to kind of get the title back into play, really. However, I would love Finn Balor to win, but if Balor won, he wouldn't defeat Brock Lesnar. So the only other option, I think, you know, if a guy from Raw wins, it's going to have to be Strowman because nobody else can defeat Lesnar, or it's going to be one of the SmackDown guys. And I think actually, like, say Rusev and Samoa Joe both got a really good chance as well. I think Strowman could just be taken out by everybody else, and then, you know, it's a 7-man match instead of an 8-man match, which I think obviously is kind of shown in the men's fatal 4-way at the end of this week's Raw. So he could be taken out that way, and then as I say, I think a SmackDown guy would be much more likely. So I think it would either be Rusev or Samoa Joe. You know, going back to the women's one, I would love it, and it'd be amazing writing and casting and sort of choosing if Lana won the women's and Rusev won the men's. I think that would be fantastic. Rusev, as I said, Rusev, Lana, Aiden English, the whole Rusev Day thing has got so much attention, so much love. I think way more than they ever thought it would. That having both of them win would kind of massively skyrocket SmackDown. I think really appease a lot of fans. So I think either it's going to be Braun Strowman from Raw or Rusev from SmackDown. I'm leaning more towards Braun, but I do think that, you know, all the rest of the guys could all just gang up on him, take him out, and, you know, make it a more even playing field. Next match is for the WWE Championship, which is the last man standing match fight with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Honestly, I don't give a damn. I literally do not care. This feud is far too outplayed, I just think it's been going on far too long. To be honest, I think Nakamura's going to win. I think they've been building him up since he debuted for a championship run, and I think it'd be daft to end, because I feel like the feud is ending in this match, and I think it'd be daft to end the feud with Nakamura losing, because they've been building him up to have a championship run. So I think it's going to be Nakamura, and obviously he's known for his dirty tactics since WrestleMania, so I think, yeah, it's going to be Nakamura. Next match, again, is one that I'm really interested in seeing, although actually part of me thinks it's quite boring, and that is the Raw Women's Championship with Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. You know, this match is on there, it's kind of been put on there just in case the ratings were potentially going to go down. I don't think they will. I think it's a really, really interesting match. And it's really, really clever because I don't think anyone can predict it. You know, obviously, this is Rousey's first ever singles match in WWE. She's never fought WWE before. She's never fought against an opponent like Nia Jax. I didn't know. Nia Jax is 6 foot. Like, she is a tall woman. And I think Ronda Rousey is going to have a battle on her hands to defeat Nia Jax. But I just don't know if they're going to have her lose that early. Like, it's only her second match. It's her first ever singles match, and I don't know if they'll have Rowdy lose this early. But it could be a bit like Asuka when you know, Charlotte ended her undefeated streak at WrestleMania. That it kind of set her on an even bigger trajectory to kind of, you know, move things in a new direction. I think it'd be a massive kind of hole in the belt for Jax if she did win it, and I personally really want Nia Jax to win, but I'm really in two minds because I think you don't. Rowdy Ronda Rousey is not going to lose her first singles match, but I think that would have been if it had been against anybody else, but she's never been against a competitor like Nia Jax. So I'm gonna push the boat out and say I think Jax is gonna win as a bit of an upset. And then maybe we're going to have a more like heel Rowdy from now on. Next match is the SmackDown Women's Championship, which is Carmella vs Asuka. I think Asuka's going to win. I think Carmella's reign is ending. I think Carmella winning, she only won because she won Money in the Bank, and she only won Money in the Bank because of James Ellsworth. And everyone is getting fed up with her. You know, she's kind of, it's like she's got the title as a bit, she's got it as a fluke. It's not like she has got the title as a bit of a fluke. And I don't think she's a good women's champion, SmackDown Women's Champion. I don't think she deserves it. And I think Asuka has been they've been building her up for a title reign since the beginning of NXT. So I think it'd be a really cool one if Asuka did win. And I think it'd be really interesting if Charlotte won. You know, I've not said I think Charlotte's going to win, but it'd be really interesting if Charlotte did win Money in the Bank, because then it could be a, you know, that feud back on again. But I think Asuka's going to win. I don't think they're going to pull a Carmella win upset unless there's interference for the Iconics in Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. I think that's the only way that Carmella could win, which legitimately could happen, really. The next match is one that I will probably be fast forwarding through, and that is Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. I cannot be bothered with this match. I think Reigns is going to win, if I'm honest. I will definitely be fast forwarding through this match. I don't really care. I think I used to love Roman Reigns, but I've just kind of think they've pigeoned him into this weird place, this weird hole, and I'm not a fan of it. I think I want Roman to win. I think Roman's going to win, but I don't really care either way. Next match is one that I'm really excited about, and this is a SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and that is the Bludgeon Brothers via Gallows and Anderson. I love the Bludgeon Brothers. I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to win. You know, they have been built up as a stable that no one can defeat. They're just absolutely crazy, and I think, you know, it's going to take, I think there's a tag team from NXT that I think is potentially coming up. Are they like Chaos or something? I don't know. I think it's going to take someone like them. Like, it's going to take Batting Fire with Fire to defeat them. And I don't think it's their time to be defeated yet. It's not Gallows and Anderson aren't going to do it. Oh, the lighting has really just changed. I apologise. It's just gone really dark outside. But no, the Bludgeon Brothers to win every day, and I think it's not their time to lose it yet. The next match is one, again, I really don't care about, and this is Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley from Raw. I'm not gonna lie, I have fast forwarded through all of their scenes and all of their matches, so I've got no idea who is even like billed to be the like number one for this. I think Lashley will win, actually, just because I know when he debuted he was kind of put out there as like a bit like a Braun Strowman, but a bit more sort of mentally stable. Yeah, probably Bobby Lashley, but again, I'm not that bothered. The next match is again a Raw match, and that is the Intercontinental Championship with Seth Rollins as the champion versus Elias. I want Seth Rollins to win. I love Seth Rollins all day. I think it's going to be a really good match, but I want Rollins to win. And then the final 10th match on the card is a Raw singles match, and that is Big Cass versus Daniel Bryan. I think Daniel Bryan's going to win. It's Daniel Bryan. I just can't see them having him lose to someone like Big Cass at this stage. I think if he was going to lose to someone like that, it'd be for like a championship, and it'd be a massive upset, and I just don't think he's in that position yet. And I want Daniel Bryan to win. Everybody wants Daniel Bryan to win, which is why part of me actually thinks that he's going to lose, just because everybody wants him to win. But, you know, he's kind of known as the guy that does the impossible, that slays the giants, all this sort of stuff, and I think unless they're on sort of a heel turn for Bryan, which I don't think they are, then, you know, he's done that. I think he's going to win. Those are my predictions for the 2018 WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what your predictions are, who you think is going to win, who you think is going to lose. Let's have a chat, and I shall see you guys really soon. Have a great day. Bye.